So you've published another video to YouTube and yet again it has sunk without a trace. So now you start to ask the question, should I do anything about it? Yes, here's why. Days, weeks, sometimes even months have passed before these videos have skyrocketed. And it's all because of one thing: reframing the package. So in this video, I'm going to show you what they changed and what impact it had on those videos, so you can spend 10 minutes rescuing your content rather than spending 10 hours trying to remake the whole damn thing. And to help me with this, I'll be using the vidIQ browser extension that uncovers the data behind every single video on YouTube. We'll be looking at the spread of views over time and the timeline of title and thumbnail changes that led to their success. And all of this is completely free. There's a download link in the description now. Okay, so this first example took a couple of thumbnail changes and a complete reframing of the title to really take off, racking up 3.5 million views in just 2 months. The title moved from informative to confrontational. A new ocean is forming in Africa. Sounds polite. Interesting, sure, but also slow, distant, very much a future use problem. Africa is splitting into 2 continents, on the other hand. Sounds like something has gone horribly wrong with the planet. It's the same science, but it's a completely different feeling. One explains, the other challenges your understanding of the world. As for the thumbnail, previously it was a little abstract, a big globe, arrows, conceptual. Your brain has to work out what's happening. After the change though, it's visceral, it's ground level, cracks, dust, consequences. You don't need to decode it, you just get it instantly. And that speed matters, because together the title and thumbnail stop explaining the idea and start implying the consequences. So try taking your title and your thumbnail and ask this: what changes if this is true? Then package that instead of the explanation. Also, I've got a quick little bonus tool here. If you ever want to explore a thumbnail style more, simply click the See More Thumbnails button here, and vidIQ will collate a bunch of similar looking thumbnails that have succeeded on YouTube to help you with more packaging ideas. Pretty nifty, eh? A nice boost for a video this time, spiking its views tenfold over a short period of time. Originally, the title was basically an update log. What's new in Filmora 14.3? Helpful if you already use Filmora and you're already interested in the new features. But then, one small change reframed the entire video. By adding a best CapCut alternative, the video stopped talking to existing users and started speaking to frustrated ones. Now it's not an update, it's a solution. And then the thumbnail backs all of this up. Before, it was an announcement. Here's what's new. After, it's a comparison. And comparisons trigger decisions. The CapCut icon is instantly recognizable. You understand the premise in about half a second. There's no version numbers, no decoding, just relevance. So if you do have something new and helpful to share with your viewer, package your video around the problems they are trying to solve and the decisions they are trying to make, not the update you're trying to explain. Smaller numbers this time, but the impact is still significant. They changed things a couple of times and eventually got it right, pushing the video from hundreds of views into thousands. The main issue here is the opening of the original title. Land yachts is clever, but it asks the viewer to think. And people click on instinct, not analysis. Moving that phrase to the end of a title and leading with the longest cars ever built makes the idea immediate and unmistakable. But the real upgrade here is in the thumbnail. Once longest lives in the title, the thumbnail doesn't need to repeat it. That frees it up to do something better: show scale. A car that is 21 feet long. That single number instantly communicates an absurd size. So when you're packaging your next video, think less about being clever and more about how the title and thumbnail can marry each other in a perfect packaging harmony that work together to make the idea impossible to ignore. This one is just one of those perfect YouTube moments. You think the video's toast, and then you change your title in 10 seconds, and boom, let's scale that view mountain. Originally, this title was doing quite a lot of explaining. 6 ways to make $100,000 with AI. It's logical, it's organized, it's very, spreadsheet. But it also asks the viewer to slow down and evaluate. Do I want 6 ways? Which one? How long is all of this going to take? The new title, on the other hand, removes all of that friction. The fastest way to $100,000 with AI. Now we're not browsing the options, we're chasing speed. And adding from any starting point to the title is a genius move because it widens the audience even further. If you're a beginner, it's relevant. If you're experienced, it's still relevant. And if you're broke, congratulations, very relevant. And notice how on this occasion the thumbnail didn't change because it didn't need to. It's blunt, yeah, it's edgy, and it doesn't hedge. It doesn't explain how, it just confidently says this works. I think that combination is why the graph doesn't spike and disappear. The views are just climbing steadily over time. The packaging stopped teaching first and started positioning authority. And once viewers believed in that promise, YouTube did the rest. Let me show you another little awesome tool here as well, this time for titles. Next to the subscribe button, you'll see a remix button. If you click that, it will take the existing title and remix it for your channel topic. In this example here, it's taking this title about AI and remixing it to match a fitness channel. It's a great little tool for coming up not only with titles, but new video ideas too. Another good example here of reframing a package that worked a treat. But there's also a footnote to this one that I'll explain in a moment. This one is a case of turning a biography into a story people not only need to start, but finish. Originally, the title framed this as a documentary, the story of Counter-Strike's greatest player, which is accurate, but also feels kinda safe. It sounds like something you respect, bookmark, maybe watch later. But then the packaging was turned on its head. How a banned player became the greatest. Now we've got conflict. Being banned directly contradicts being the greatest, and that tension does all of the work. The viewer isn't clicking for the history, they're clicking to resolve a paradox. What went wrong? How did he come back? And how does someone go from being disqualified to being the GOAT? That is not a documentary anymore, it's a redemption arc. So if your video is all about the story, package the turning point, not the resume. Now, while this change did spike views on the video, it didn't maintain that momentum. And as you can see, the creator did try to resurrect the video a few months later with more title changes. It gave the video another little boost, and now more recently, another mini spike. And all of this is more than half a year after the video was published. Proof, if ever you needed it, to never completely give up on a good video. Our next video isn't even a month old, but that package reframing after just 4 days has sent this one into evergreen territory. This one's a perfect example of why doing beats teaching in packaging. Originally, the title was instructional, how to design a $10,000 brand campaign. It's helpful, it's sensible, it very much sounds like you're doing homework though. The new title, however, flips this perspective. I created a $10,000 brand design. Now it's not a lesson, it is proof. You're no longer asking the viewer to learn a process. You're inviting them to inspect a result. And that subtle shift matters. How to tells me I'm about to be taught, whereas I created tells me you've already done the work and I get to look over your shoulder while you're doing it. I think the thumbnail upgrades are more minor, the text is bigger, the nano banana reference is cute, and maybe the human element adds a connective touch. But the key here definitely is that the packaging moved from instructional to demonstration, and demonstration scales far better. So when your video does have real results, package the outcome you've achieved, not the steps you followed. When you look at it, the pattern here is simple. Objectively, none of the content of these videos changed at all. But the reframing of the titles and thumbnails subjectively changed the way viewers feel about them. Facts became implications, steps became outcomes, bios became conflicts, updates became decisions. That's what great packaging does. It doesn't make your content clickbait, it makes the value instantly obvious. And we did all that through some simple research with the vidIQ tools. And we barely scratched the surface of what they can do. So watch this next to see where we can help you next with your YouTube journey.